Bougie. So for today's video, we're going to highlight my new Glock 19 Gen 5 MOS. The video is going to show some tips and some tricks and some games that you can play while you're working on your pistol proficiency. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below to let me know what else you want to see on my channel. So, let's go. So before you get started, you definitely want to make sure you take a few minutes to actually warm up the weapon and your body when you're shooting. So here, my husband and I are doing a couple of shooting drills just to warm up. So we started with our right hand, took a few shots, started with our left hand, took a few shots, and then at the end, you're going to bring both hands together. You really want to focus on your breathing, your sight picture, and your trigger squeeze to make sure you're ready to shoot for the day. And whether you're shooting alone or with a partner, it's really important that you continue to evaluate your shooting throughout the day. So this is where we get into the nitty-gritty. This is one of my all-time favorite things to do in the beginning of a shoot, and it's really, really important because it's going to set you up for a lot of success when you're working on shooting with the pistol. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4 drill that my husband taught me that has really improved my shooting. So if you look here, I have my hand ready to go, and when I count 1, 2, 3, squeeze 4, and then I'm ready to shoot. So when you're at that 1, what you're doing is you're taking your pistol out of the holster here, and then the one thing you want to make sure you do is have your finger in the trigger while you squeeze, bring the hand up to meet where your other hand is, and then you're going to shoot. So that hand is already up ready to go. Bring up the hand to meet the other hand, and then squeeze and shoot. If you see here, my husband gave me a correction because I forgot to put my finger in the trigger immediately coming out of the holster. So make sure you do that 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're ready to shoot. The reason that I like doing it so much is because it really builds that muscle memory. So that way, every time you're shooting, you're hopefully shooting the same way, and it's being really precise and accurate with your shots. Here's another angle and a slow-mo. So as you see, as soon as I pull out of my holster, my finger goes straight to the trigger. And so that 1, 2, 3, I'm squeezing, good sight picture, and 4, I'm shooting at the target. This brings us into something I really wanted to touch on, which is your trigger squeeze. If you listen so closely, you hear that every time I let off the trigger with the Glock, there's a slight click. So that way you're not anticipating and rushing your trigger pull, and you can keep it nice and precise throughout your shoot. So listen closely and you hear that click. There it is, right there. Here's just another angle, and just make sure you listen really closely for that click. Not only will you be able to hear it, but you'll also be able to feel it, which will definitely help you control your trigger pull so you're not kind of pulling all over the place when you shoot, and making sure you get those really, really accurate shots. It's important that you just take your time and not rush. I know it's kind of easier said than done because I'm really big on rushing myself, but the more you know, the better you'll get along the way.
You just shot on a brand new target?
Yeah.
For what?
Oh, my bad. All right, so anyone that shoots firearms knows how important that dry firing is. So this is a quick drill that I like to do with my husband that you can incorporate live ammunition as well as dry firing. So what you're going to do is have someone that is skilled and that you trust stand behind you, and they're going to either load live rounds or load nothing at all into your magazine before you shoot. Now, as a shooter, it doesn't really matter what they do. Here you can see my husband loading the rounds. I have no clue what he's doing, but what you're going to do is you're going to focus on your proper mechanics and shoot the weapon as if it is loaded every single time it's in your hand. Like I said before, I have a problem with jerking and anticipating the shot. So the more I do this drill, the better I get and the more comfortable I feel, especially when I'm not using ammo. But like I said, that's why it's really important to have someone who's skilled and who knows what they're doing. That way they can give you those corrections that you can apply on your next shot. Here's another angle, and it shows that no matter what I'm doing, I'm still applying the same mechanics that I was doing previously in the video. So I'm still doing my 1, 2, 3, 4, making sure that my hands are in the right place. I'm squeezing, and then I'm pulling. Now, that's another jerk, but don't worry, we'll get there eventually. Okay, Now, this is one of my all-time favorite things to do at the range. This is a really fun game that you can play with your friend. I play with my husband, or whoever you go with, that helps you really work on your accuracy when shooting. So the object of the game is to shoot closest to the original hole. So here you see I started the game and I shot my hole first. Then partner number 2, or my husband, he'll shoot his hole and try to get as close to my original hole as possible. He's a pretty good shot, so he usually is either in my hole or close to it. So then me, I get the rebuttal. So then I get to try to shoot as close to the original hole as I can, which I did, and I won this round. Yay, shy. All right, round 2. Hubby's taking the first shot. We're both super competitive anyways, so not only is this really fun for us to do together, but I feel like it makes us better and stronger shooters in the end. All right, so we did well on this one. It's a little close to call, so we'll call it a draw. All right, it's your girl, back at it again, setting it up for round 3. First shot, top left. And what does he do? Of course, he shoots it in the hole. That's okay. I got something for him. Right back at him. It's a tie again. All right, so here's a tie break, final round. I'm aiming for the tip, and I get it right there at the bottom. And of course, he literally shoots it in the hole. I landed a little outside, so he takes the game. Let me know below in the comment section if you've played this game or if you plan on trying in the future, and let me know how it goes.